Hey everybody, my name's Oli. I'm a Freeletics ambassador from the UK,
This is Angelo, Freeletics Ambassador from United States.
and welcome to the Shaped by Gods podcast.
Five, four, three, two, one, go.
Okay, welcome back. This is the second episode of the Shaped by Gods podcast, week 2. We are in, Angelo.
Yes, sir.
We
We
ready
are
to begin.
here, ladies and gentlemen.
We are here. If you go into week 2, then you're serious. You're serious about this
I think it's
podcast.
very serious. Yeah, if they pass the week one, yep, we are
We're
here
not
now.
messing
There's
around.
no turning back.
We're not messing around. Let's talk about week 1. Okay, brief recap from week 1. So we spoke about a little introduction to Freeletics, the artificial intelligence workout
hmm
program. We talked a little bit about our introduction to Freeletics, where you started with Aphrodite and it nearly killed you.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I called the ambulance, and when they came to the door, I just said, "Oh no, 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 I'm okay. I'll keep going." They said,
Don't
"You
worry.
crazy, man?" I say, "Yeah, well, we are free athletes."
That's right.
Uh,
Don't worry. Don't worry.
and
I won.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I say the old guy left. That was
he's
the
gone.
old me,
Yeah, yeah.
So they couldn't pick up. They didn't have anybody to pick up. It was a new
No,
me. They said, "Who are you?" I say, "That's a new me."
that's it. Here I
They're
am.
gone.
I am here forever. And that old you was the one that made the phone call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The old me was like, "Oh, please come and pick her up because I want to survive."
yeah.
But then I came out and I say, "I'm
There you
sorry,
go.
man. I have to let you go."
That annoying situation where you call for an ambulance and a superhero turns up instead,
Yeah.
and it was you.
I got you. I got
I
you. You're
got,
in my hands right now.
I got you, bro. I got you for life. That's it now. You and me for life. That's good. I like the new Angelo personally. Big fan.
Thank you,
Big fan
man.
of the new Angelo. Yeah. I
Me
never met
too.
the old Angelo.
No, you don't have to. The only thing I have is just memories of him, and I hope
Yeah.
they stay like some memories, nothing else.
Speaking of, I don't even know if I have many memories of the old me. Do you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes
When you
sense.
set yourself to, when you set yourself and your mindset changes, it's almost like it's a completely different
hmm
reality, different person. You can't believe yourself ever letting yourself get away with what you were getting away with as much as what you were eating and how little you were exercising and things like that. So yeah, they're gone. Perhaps we'll visit the old Angelo and the old Ollie one day, and we'll dig up some things that we used to do.
Have a conversation. It's just it's very useful sometimes to sit down and just like your day off. Your day off of working out or work or anything. Just sit down and have a conversation with the old self
Yeah, I think
and
so.
see how far you got. And if I had a conversation now with my old self, that would be very interesting. Just two different people, same body, same
Yeah,
brain, let's call it,
I
but
think so.
different factions anymore. And that would be really nice.
You
And I
wouldn't know
do,
each other.
I do sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's important. How can you tell how far you've gone if you don't look
hmm
back at how far you were? At what you were
Exactly. You
before.
need to remember where you came from and how
Yeah,
far you got, because sometimes you forget, and sometimes you're getting so strong that you forgot how it is to be weak,
yeah,
and then you just keep going, keep going, keep going, and sometimes you're getting to the peak, or maybe your performances or whatever, and in your mind you think, oh, I'm not doing well,
yeah.
and
That's it.
all this.
That's a big
Yeah.
thing. I think because you can become overcritical of yourself when
Mm-hmm.
you think even from workout to workout. Again, I think you can if your performance isn't as good as you know it can be, you beat yourself up. But then you seem to instantly forget that actually, I've come a long, long way. So you get to the point where the margins are so much smaller. The
Yeah.
more advanced and the fitter you get, the margins for times and rep counts and things like that, they get a lot smaller. So, you
Yeah.
know, if you go from when at the start when you could perhaps you couldn't do a push up, and now you beat
Mm-hmm.
yourself up if you fail on the 12th or the 13th, and you're trying to go for 15. and you notice these little margins a lot more the more advanced and the stronger you get. That's cool.
Even the first workout, it's a huge difference. You can pre-freeletics and post-freeletics, just one workout difference. They're two different people, because the old Angelo was like burgers and all this kind of stuff, and then somebody throws an Aphrodite in my life, and then I'm doing it. So the difference between two people, it's a huge difference. What the workout caused in my life, just of course changed me forever. But if you see these two people, they will never be the same again.
No, that path is completely separate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's incredible, and it comes with experience and all the things you've learned since then. You can't be the same person again.
Yeah,
you just can't. It's impossible. Okay, my friend, let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? You can't start a podcast in the early stages of 2021 without talking briefly about 2020 and how that impacted the world, and especially our world. I think that had a big impact on our world. So obviously, everybody knows what 2020 means now. I think that's going to go down in history. That year is going to be etched into our minds about what happened, and obviously the world's gone through a big change, and that for us meant it actually didn't change a great deal for us as far as our exercise is concerned, because we were already living the home workout life, weren't we?
Very true. Yeah, for the fitness, it was a huge impact, and it was a very good impact. 2020. Everything's about perspective. It's how you see things and how you react to the events, and you don't let the events change you. You just grab, you're getting them, and you juice them, and you're getting the positive out of it from any event, in your life. 20 was a huge event to change your priorities as family first, health first, exercise first, body and mind, health first, to be strong, and then it was the rest of them. Before, people had different priorities, maybe video games, maybe movies, maybe having fun, alcohol, pizzas, burgers, and all this kind of stuff. And 20, it was a great year to say, hey man, I think you need to change your priorities, and many people did, and I'm very glad many people did. And also, we also increased our priorities as a quantity and amount, and focus on it. Before, we were eating healthy, we were exercising, we were having time with the family, and having the good stuff around us. And 2020 empowered all this kind of stuff, and we focused even more because we understood even more what is important in our lives. It was a great year.
It was a great year. I think there's been a lot of doom and gloom, and I think I'm going to say something now that you're going to recognise. I think the wind changed in 2020. So when the wind changed, you've got to set a new sail. You've got to reset your sail. You can't keep doing the same thing when the circumstances change. And I think a lot of people changed their sail last year. I think they set a new sail, whether it was gym goers who had memberships in gyms. Obviously, certain countries went into things like lockdown where gyms were closed. It was seen as a luxury item to go into the gym. So people had to change their ways. Not everyone's got access to gyms and things at home. So people started looking for other alternatives, and we had one. I think the growth in our group and our community was exponential last year. It was huge, the growth.
Massive growth.
And I think that's a combination of both the situation and how ready our community was to welcome people in and to start helping people that needed it. So another thing as well, what became a huge topic last year and this year, it continues to be, and it will always be, is the mental health side of things as well. Just having, just the negative impact that the situation had on people. People needed something to improve that. So I think the positive effects of exercise and the positive effects of having a community. We lost our communities because we weren't allowed to go out and socialize. So these meetings that we're having right now for this podcast, these Zoom meetings became a big thing. So just staying in touch with people and being able to keep up with your fitness. And we were able to combine the two things. So in 2020, all the gyms were closed. People were looking for that way of working out, and perhaps they've never experienced home workouts before, or they were used to having equipment available. You could just keep your home how you wanted your home, and you could just go to the gym, turn up, and all the equipment's there, and then you can leave. But that became unavailable to a lot of people, so they started looking for something else, and they found something else, didn't they, my friend?
Oh yeah, oh sure they did. It was a year that everything closed, and everybody went into lockdown and all this kind of stuff, and many people thought it was something bad. People thought that is something, a disaster, to have you in your house. But actually what happened, it was a blessing. They put you into a place that you have everything you need, and you can adjust your priorities. You were with your family, you were with yourself, you could change your life through it, like start cooking, eating healthy, sleep regular hours, have time to think and sit back and learn from it. And it was so many things. Instead of being busy, working busy all the time, it was a chance. It was a chance to change, and many people did. And I was glad. Okay, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the gyms closed and all this kind of stuff, because it took the people to another level. They found themselves. They don't need equipment. They don't need memberships. They don't need personal trainers. They don't need anybody. Just the personal trainer is themselves. And they found the hidden power that they have inside. They found it, and they say, "Man, I'm strong enough to do it by myself." And it was great, because people went to next level. Like people that were, let's call them shy people. They were very shy to work out with themselves, because they were feeling uncomfortable, or to work out online, or download an app on the phone and just follow it, follow the instructions, like learn how to do it step by step. And it was really good. And here Freeletics comes in. Freeletics always comes in. It was over there since the beginning. But this year it was great for Freeletics and every fitness app. But for Freeletics, because it shows you who you truly are and what's your potential and how you can become. And that's where the live workouts came in. Many people start scheduling over Zoom, different countries, friends with friends, neighborhood to neighborhood, just Zoom workouts, house with house. And that's where global workouts start happening, and people from all over the world, they start joining different sessions from anywhere and working out together. And we created something else. We created a new world inside the world we live in.
Yeah. I think that's a big part of how I got through 2020, especially, and I think again there was the potential for a divide in the type of people that you might experience. I think so. What 2020 did for a lot of people was it almost forced people. They had the time. They almost had to discover themselves. They had to self-assess, and they found out who they were. And for a lot of people, that was a good thing. I think a lot of people thought, hang on a minute, I didn't need all these comforts that I've gotten used to. As much as I think being sociable is vital, but I think we were suddenly given time to discover ourselves again. And for some people, that didn't go too well, because they realized that they were so stuck in the way the world was set up, that as soon as that setup fell apart, they didn't know what to do with themselves. And for others, it was a chance that they were waiting for. So they were given this chance of it was the gift of time almost. I mean, as much as you didn't really have a choice. You couldn't say, well, I'm going to choose to go to work. You were forced not to go to work. A lot of people, and then suddenly you had a lot of time, and it could go one of two ways. You either fill that time with the stuff you would normally fill your downtime with, so you're procrastinating all the time, or you could say, well, I've got this opportunity here to go to work on myself and to come out of this situation bigger, stronger. I think education was a big part of what I spent my time doing. I think do you know what? I've probably been more sociable since this lockdown. I think people, when you have a job, you go to work every single day. You spend your downtime at home with your friend, with your family, which is great. But the people you spend your time with during the day might not necessarily be people that you would spend time with if given the choice. You have friends at work, but a lot of the time they are just colleagues. And it gave you a chance to build a community of people that were like you, that you wanted to associate yourself with. And what I found with the group that we've been involved in, which has grown massively, it's all based around freeletics workouts, but it is more than that. It is a community of people that are helping each other through life as much as they are through workouts. If anything comes up in their life, we discuss it and we work it out together. But predominantly it is through fitness, mental and physical fitness, that we are all bonded together. And it's become a massive part of my routine now. A day doesn't go by when I don't speak to you guys. So I think that was a big part of 2020, was reaching out to people and becoming more sociable, and not just seeing it as a cage. It wasn't a cage; it was freedom for a lot of people.
Yeah, we stopped. I think 20. It makes a lot of sense. 2020. Many people stop looking only for themselves, and when the people that they found themselves on the 20 and see and saw their potential and how far they can go, they also wanted to do the same for others. And there's a new thing that just created in the world, from being, let's say, not caring for others that much. You were always like, oh, I have to go to work, then I have to do my work, leave from work, go to my house, see my family, sleep. Now it was a different thing. Now it's like, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and also see who else is in need for somebody to advance with you. And it's great. Many people see they just helping others out of nowhere, and they just motivate, inspire, they're sharing stories, they talk to each other. Like, there is more social than people, like you said. And it's wonderful, because you see a person from India talks to a person from Germany, and they talk together, and they're sharing their stories, and each other motivate each other. And the output, it's unbelievable. The output goes to another person. That person can be in Greece, and that person will get inspired, and he's gonna inspire people in his neighborhood. Somebody from his neighborhood is gonna inspire then somebody from USA, and it's a chain reaction that is created in 20, and I love it. And I love that we a big part of it, our community that we created, and many people around. We do the same thing, and we inspire others to become the best version of themselves every day.
Absolutely. We've cast a big net. I mean, it's contagious, this motivation and this inspiration that we've got going. It is contagious, and we have cast a very big net. We've got people from all over the world, and you forget when we're speaking within the group, whether it's before or after a workout, or over WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group now. You forget that these people are so far away, because they could almost be in the same room.
That's very true. That's very true. We are from all over the world. By the way, it's a WhatsApp group. For the people who don't know, a WhatsApp group. We're all together over there. So far, we are 80 plus people from all over the planet, and it feels exactly like you said. It feels like you are next to me, like you are sitting right next to me, and we accomplished to zero the distance, and don't feel like nobody is away from anybody. We're just next to each other.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what it is. We are we're close. We are close. We're becoming closer and closer. And like you said, there are no borders. There's no barriers. We could almost be in the same room. So that's us. That's our little group, and I couldn't be happier with it.
Yeah, I'm in love with the group.
Oh yes. You're listening to the Shaped by Gods podcast. Okay, that's 2020 dealt with. Let's move on to 2021. You've always got to look forward as much as you look back. It's good to look back, obviously, to track how far you've come, but let's start looking forward, because that is what we do. We are forward thinkers, forward planners. You live in the moment, but you've got to be ready for the next one, right? So where do we go in 2021, Angelo? It's going to be our biggest year yet, isn't it?
21 is going to be a huge year and the biggest year, because 20 and all the years before, made the foundation. And you have to be ready for the winter. Winter can be any day. Winter can be any time of the year, and you have to be ready for the winter. So you always trying your best every day. And 20 was a great winter. And,
it was a long winter.
It was a long winter, yeah. And 21, I can see the spring and summer coming. And 21, the goals are to motivate ourselves, motivate others, inspire ourselves, and also make the group even bigger, get more people, and also all the people in the group inspire other people, and it's going to be a huge chain reaction that's going to go everywhere, in every dark corner on the planet.
We're already seeing evidence of that, Angelo. The growth in month one for this year. Obviously, we're just into February now. The growth has been absolutely huge. I mean,
crazy. It is crazy.
We started with a few of us, but we said in 2020 next year is going to be a big one for us. We're going to grow it. Like you said, foundations is a good word. 2020, we put the foundation work in, and it is growing. It's growing fast. We have, like you said, up to 80 people in our
80 plus something. Yeah, it's changing every second. So I don't know, people inviting other people, and it's crazy. You see the motivation, how hyped the people are when they join the group, and we just hyped too. Because it's a new person. You don't have to change the world in one day. You have to start changing one person at a time. First, change ourselves. First, you need to change yourself in case to be ready to change somebody else. And we're changing together, Together we're changing each other, and also we're changing ourselves. And it's amazing. I just love it.
And what we are now, because of the experiences of last year, we are prepared. I think we are ready for whatever 2021 throws at us. We have this network of people who are supporting and motivating each other. We've got so much more to do. We've got new challenges to set for 2021. The engagement within this community, for me, is beyond what it's ever been right now. I think people are looking forward to their exercise. They're looking forward to their workout. It's become the biggest part of their day, the bit they look forward to. And we really are building friendships, relationships. We are building strong teams. I couldn't be more proud of how this year has started so far. And we've got so much more of it left, and I'm excited, my friend. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I love it too, man. That's the best. We are blessed,
We are
having each other and posting each other in so many categories, and people that were afraid to do, for example, we had a conversation in the group, like some people, they never done some exercises, so they were doing them wrong, for example, or they didn't know how to do them, and you see people jumping in to help and give advices, people start sending videos, people they were at work and got motivated to inspire others, and they just recorded a video for 1 minute. It takes 1 minute to change somebody's life, and They just record the video at work in one corner, in the like empty room. You just
Shirt
go
and tie.
record it, share it with the group, and everybody's getting inspired. They say, "Man, that's awesome! I love it."
That's right.
And yeah,
it's such a good feeling. I think you've created an environment where the egos are left at the door. There's no egos in that environment. Everyone is just there to help, and the way you receive that help as well has been brilliant. Sometimes it's not easy to be told you're not quite doing that right, or you could have been doing the same thing for years, and then suddenly someone says you're doing that wrong. To be able to take that and see it as an opportunity for growth rather than as a criticism, that shows a lot of strength. So yeah, this is something that's growing. It will continue to grow, and let's speak about it a little bit. Angelo, what do we do? Tell us what we do with our workout group. What do we do?
The workout group. So we are people from all over the world. Just to keep mentioning it, we're from all over. We're not next to each other. Some people they live a city next. But with the lockdowns and everything that keep happening, we're managing to stay close with the group, and we're working out in the morning. Morning of United States Eastern Time, 8:00, and we gather everybody on Zoom. We do our coach day. We follow the coach on Freeletics.
Yeah.
And
can I quickly share the details of that?
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly share the details. So obviously we'll have this information available, but for those who are just listening to the audio, we have a Zoom workout group for anyone who wants to join in and take part in these workouts with us. So the meeting ID is 712-379-7117, and the password is Freeletics, all lowercase, and anyone is welcome. Anyone is welcome to join us. The more people we have, the more opportunity we see that as a chance to grow and to learn from other people and to help other people. At all levels are catered for. That's the beauty of Freeletics. You could be on your very first day, and I could be 7 years in, and I'm going to work hard, and coach is going to work me just as hard as it works you, and we're going to sweat it out together. And all of us, we have groups with up to 20 people so far, and everyone is starting at the same time, finishing at the same time, and they all look a mess at the end, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. You can be like you said, any level, and you see two people. Let's say like this: one is 7 years in, the other one is left the very first day, and both of the people at the end, they just 15 minutes on the floor trying to catch their breath, and that dead, and it's just trying to keep up and everything. So at the end, it's you against you. That's the Freeletics mindset since the beginning.
It's not easy for
anyone. Isn't
anyone.
easy for anybody, exactly. No. So, and nobody's better than everybody.
No.
It's just sometimes there are people ahead of you. So when you work the same hard, the same consistency and everything, you're gonna get as far as they did. And,
it's all relative. It's all relative to the effort you put in, the time you put in, and we worked just as hard on the 7 years down the line as you did at the first day, and that's what it was. I think the first day you worked that hard, and that was it. Then that was your mindset. I'm going to give everything every time, and you do that consistently, and you just become a completely different animal. You're still putting the same amount of effort in. You're just as exhausted at the end. You feel just the same amount of pain throughout, the exhaustion and the difficulty. You feel that every single workout. So it grows with you. That's what I like about it. You grow and it grows with you.
Very true. Very true.
That's it. That's our life. That's our life, man. That's our life. And it translates into other areas of your life as well. You put that effort into everything you do, and things just get better. You don't get better. You don't get better by chance. You keep doing the same thing and putting all your effort into it. These things suddenly miraculously become slightly easier for you, I suppose. You get better. You improve.
True words.
You go to work on yourself.
Improve every day.
True words. Right.
We like it or not, just only breaking discomfort is what makes us amazing.
That's it. And we get to do it all together. We get to share in that. We get to watch what my favorite thing at the moment is I get to watch these people put in that effort, and it just is awe-inspiring. Sometimes during our group workouts, I will stop and I'll look at the screen and just see all these people put in everything they've got into this journey of theirs, and as well, you can look at the screen, and with your experience, you say if they keep doing this every day, they're going to be completely changed soon. They're going to be absolute machines. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's good. Big fan. Well, I think that's enough there, Angelo. I think we've pretty much summed up everything we want to sum up for episode 2. Again, we've got so much more to talk about. We've got features that are going to come up in future episodes. The first few episodes of this podcast, the Shaped by Gods podcast, is going to be us breaking you into our world and bringing you in and showing you what it's all about. Freeletics, the mentality of a free athlete, the mentality of someone who was looked themselves in the mirror and decided to kick themselves in the ass. I think it's been a great introduction so far.
Yep, so far so good. Giving a little bit of insight of what we're doing on the live workouts, what we're doing on Freeletics. That is not easy to start, but is difficult for everybody, no matter the fitness level. It's difficult for us, it's difficult for you, it's difficult for the person next to you. Insights from everything and everywhere, just to make you comfortable with the idea, and we work together. Just never forget that we all work together.
Absolutely. Hashtag stronger together. That's the one we go around. Okay, brilliant. So still loads and loads and loads and loads more content to come on these episodes on this podcast. Absolutely. We're going to have featured workouts. We're going to get more into detail about the specific workouts that come along with Freeletics. We're going to talk about mindset, group mentality, and the support that we all give to each other. There is so much more to come. I thank you so much again, Angelo, for joining me,
Oli.
And for helping me share this massive amount of motivation and inspiration that we have. Thank you so much.
And thank you everybody for listening. Especially if you got this far, maybe they got in the beginning of the episode 2, but if you got this far at the end of the episode 2, I think the motivation is up to the sky right now. And I feel so motivated too. I just want to do a workout right now, and anything, just anything. Thank you, Oli. Thank you, everybody. That was a great episode. Can't wait for the next one. Many things to come. Looking forward.
Many things. Absolutely. Okay, let's wrap it up. Thank you very much, everybody. You've been listening to the Shaped by Gods podcast. We will see you again next time for loads more.